Hi! With the new year coming up, I wanted to make a video and talk about different, not New Year's resolutions, but maybe goals for this year and for the future. Specifically, goals around sustainability, minimalism. I really enjoy those types of things, and I want to incorporate it more into my life to just be living a better life. And there's some things that I've been wanting to try for a while. Hopefully I can try them this coming year and see if they make an improvement in my life or hopefully for the planet. The first thing I've been wanting to try is a CSA, which I believe is community sourced agriculture. If you search for CSAs near you, there are typically plenty of farms who will deliver boxes of fresh produce on either a weekly basis or every other week. Usually there's options of how much produce. You can select how many people are in your household. And this is like going to the farmer's market, except easier, because the farmer's market near me sells out of things very quickly, and also it's a great way to try a variety of locally sourced produce. And I'm pretty big into cooking and trying new ingredients, so a CSA box is something that definitely excites me. It's certainly good for the environment to be buying local fruits and vegetables as opposed to getting them from the grocery store, which is what I usually do, but I think that this summer I'm going to try and sign up for one of those. I think that's a good goal for me, and I've been wanting to try it for a while, so hopefully I'll be trying one of those out later in the year. Another area that I want to reduce waste in my life, aside from food, is makeup and like beauty. I was really into beauty YouTubers during their height of popularity, I feel, like maybe 2016. I just was buying a lot of makeup, and now I have more than I can use. I just feel like my collection is too large at this point, especially like certain items. Like I have over 10 highlighters, and that is too many for one person. I think it was like a fun collection for me at one point, but now I find myself wishing that I owned less makeup so I could really enjoy what I have more. I have done two videos about Project Pan and selecting certain makeup items to make it a point to use those up and avoid buying new, and I'd like to continue doing that and hopefully be using up more than I'm bringing in. That is the ultimate goal for me in my makeup collection. Another collection I would like to reduce and try to not bring in very much more is plastic bags. I finally finished up all of my plastic Ziploc bags. I had a box that I bought a very long time ago and I was using them up, and now I have reusable Ziploc bags that I just wash. But I also have plastic bags, like the ones that you would get from a store like Target or Walgreens, and I have many of those just stashed in a cabinet, and I know a ton of people have like this plastic bag collection, and plastic bags are horrible, obviously, for the environment, and I want to use them up and try and find new uses for them, like a new life, before I get rid of them completely, and try and bring in as few, if any, plastic bags as possible in the next year. I have plenty of reusable bags that I can use instead, or just say no to bags altogether, so that's a goal I would like to make some progress on. Something else about throwing things away is I would like to do a trash audit. I've heard of this before when you're trying to either be zero waste or just reduce your waste. I know I'll never be zero, but I'm not very aware of what I'm throwing away. And if you take into account and just keep a closer eye, maybe just have a list above your trash can, and every time you throw something in it, write down what it was so you can see what areas are becoming the most waste in your life, like if it's mostly food waste or if it's like packaging. Just to do a little audit and see what I'm throwing away will make me more aware of areas of my life where I could try and be less wasteful and throw less things away. On a related note, I am interested in trying out composting. This is a pretty big goal for me because I live in an apartment and there's no backyard. There's not really a front yard. Composting is typically for people with homes and yards, and I don't have that. So I'm a little apprehensive about trying this, but I have read some articles and seen some different compost bins that you can use inside your apartment. So I'm thinking about trying that in the new year. I'll see if making that one of my goals will help push me towards trying it. Even if it doesn't work, I would like to see, just because even though I don't exactly know what all is in my trash, I have a feeling a lot of it is organic food waste. And rather than throwing that in the trash, a better option would be composting it. Also, I have this sustainable minimalist goal that I've been doing really well on this past year and starting the year before too, that I would like to continue and do even better at, is making purposeful purchases from good brands only. It's been, I think, a little over a year since the last time I bought something off Amazon. I just want to make it a point when I give my money to a company to buy an item, first of all, that I have a true use for the item and I'm going to get my money's worth, that it's not just an impulse purchase. I want to have every purchase be thoughtful, and also for the money to be going to a company that is producing things with the environment in mind, is treating their workers fairly. I don't want to be supporting these companies that are exploitative of people and the earth any longer. It's hard though, because certain things are hard to find at ethical stores. But I want to continue working on this goal and do it as much as I can. In general, I'm trying to bring my consumption and shopping down, which I drastically have, but I would like to, like I said, continue down this road and make my purchases purposeful. Also, related to minimalism and cleaning, I want to get better with my surfaces. And by this I mean the tops of dressers, tables, desks. I just always feel like I have a bunch of stuff on the top of my surfaces in my whole apartment, and it just gives this look of clutter. I hate how it looks so much. I just hate stuff being on surfaces. It goes against, like, obviously the whole minimalism idea, but it just doesn't make me feel good inside. It makes me feel dirty, even if the surfaces are clean, like they've been wiped down. Just having a lot on the surfaces I don't enjoy. So I'd like to make a plan to kind of like tackle maybe just like my bedroom dressers, or maybe just my desk that I use for work, and try and clean these off as much as is feasible. I'm hoping that'll help me towards more minimalistic looking apartment and just will put me in a better mood. I always feel really great after I clean off these surfaces, so I would like it to stay that way. Something else related to minimalism and making purchases is my closet. I have a couple videos on my channel where I have cleaned out my closet and donated clothes. I haven't been bringing in too many new clothes, I would say, over the past 5 years maybe, but I really want to build a closet that I love. I'm not there yet. I don't even know if it's possible to get there, because just like tastes change, and a shirt that I loved a few years ago maybe I don't love anymore, even though I thought I was going to love it forever. I try not to buy things that are too trendy, to be honest. So It's hard to avoid, I think, but I would like to continue working on my closet and also purchasing only from ethical, sustainable clothing brands. I've talked a lot about that in past videos, but I really want to have a closet full of just items that I love. That's a pretty lofty goal, I think, but I'm sure with a plan I could put it together. Maybe I'll do a video next year about that and how I want to go about it. Maybe just like dividing into different categories and identifying staple items, items that I know I feel good in, and checking them off the list if I have them, and if I don't have them, searching to buy them. I don't want any excess in my closet, I think is what I'm trying to say. So that will be a goal for me in the coming year and years down the road. The last thing that it's kind of a goal, kind of not a goal, it's just something that I've been thinking about in regards to sustainability, and I feel like has been getting some traction in this past year, and that is using a bidet. I have never used a bidet, but I know there are some brands that sell them that you can attach to your toilet at home, and then you can mostly stop using toilet paper. This is just something I'm throwing around, not sure if I'm going to commit to it at this point, but I know that generally they're a pretty good option when it comes to bathroom waste, so we'll see if I want to try one of those out or not. So those are all of my goals for sustainability next year. I think that making this video will help hold myself accountable to work on these. And in general, they're not New Year's resolutions or anything. I can continue to work on these for many years to come, but I just wanted to have a place to talk about them, and maybe you have some similar goals. But hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching!